welcome back to the colouring zone. My name's Helena. So today I'm going to be working in Circle of Life, and I'm going to I'll be using Gelatos by Faber-Castell for the background. I don't know how far I'm going to get. I might have to do some things maybe off camera or speed it up, but we'll see how we get on. And I'm quite nervous about doing this because I've not actually done this technique before. I normally actually use gelatos dry, so we will see how we get on. Yeah, so I'll just get everything ready and I will be back. So I should also mention that this is actually a buddy colour that I'm doing with Colouring with Kay. I'm going to try not to look at hers. I don't want to be sort of swayed or... So I've got an idea. Whether I can execute it, I've got no clue, but we'll see how we get on. So the colours that I've chosen are Mars, Supernova, Watermelon, Stardust, Odyssey and Galaxy. So whether I'll use all these colours, I'm not sure. We'll see how I get on. It is quite a few colours, but I think they would blend quite well together. So I think what I'm going to do is I have got some paintbrushes next to me. So normally I actually use my finger. So I actually just, someone asked me in the comments, but I just thought I'd sort of demonstrate. So what I do is I rub my finger on this and then just put it directly on the page. Obviously with this it's quite a busy page, so I'm not going to be able to do that because I'm not going to have the control. So yeah, we'll see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with a lighter colour, and do you know what, I think I might start off with the red. So this is actually Mars and these are Faber-Castell Gelatos. So I'm just going to scrape some on here. I think what I'll do is I'll do a mixture of things depending on how I think it's looking. It's probably that this is going to be a base coat and then I might go over it again with the second layer. So yeah, so we'll get going. Yeah, the camera is in a different place. I noticed that it was shaking. So what I've done is I've strapped it onto a chair, and I'm hoping that that it will work and you won't experience as much shaking, because it's sort of, I actually suffer with travel sickness quite badly, so I do sympathise with people that also have that, and also it's not nice for the camera to be moving, but I am learning, and it is going to be, I think, quite a long process. It's trial and error, isn't it? I'm sure a lot of you would probably agree. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a bit more of that. I want it to be quite random. I don't want it to be too linear. And these have actually got like a glitter component in these. If I do want some of the... Yeah, these really are like lipstick. So for the smaller areas, I'm going to have to come in with a paintbrush. So it's just water that I've got. So the paintbrushes that I've got are, you can see that they're different. Oh, Pro Art. And this one here is Lino. And it's from an Upgrade, which is an Upgrade subscription that you get monthly. I've actually not discontinued, but I've stopped doing that now because I just realised I've got so many art supplies, and my house isn't big enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with I think I'm going to start off with this one, see how we get on. I've also got some tissue, and it's just water I'm using. Yeah, I just thought I'd also mention that I haven't treated this page. I've not put anything on it. I just wanted to see how it would work without the treatment, and then it might be that later on I do something similar and then compare. Sort of like what I've done with the watercolours, really. You can probably hear my son. He's just woken up. My husband is in with him. He's breaking his heart, bless him. Yeah, he's not a fan of going to sleep, but then he's also not a fan of waking up either. So, yeah. So, I hope you are all well. Thank you again so much for your comments. My channel is, I would say, is doing really, really well. I've got quite a few subscribers now, and I mean, that's not what it's all about for me, but I mean, it's a bonus, isn't it? And it's great to see that actually people are enjoying and watching my videos. So, yeah, I'm really pleased about that. I'm thinking what I should do is actually just do like quite a bit of the section. I think it's going to be a bit boring for you to watch. I suppose activating it's more interesting, but I'm probably going to have to leave that section, make sure that it's completely dry before I start adding on more. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go, so this is one of the lightest colours actually, watermelon. So I'm just going to add this here. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is of doing the bugs quite dark colours. Obviously with this being quite bright, I thought that would work quite well, the contrast. But I might change my mind. There's always that possibility, right? I'm not trying to try and avoid where the paper's wet, only because I don't want to damage it. Well, right now it looks like a hot mess, but that's okay. Yeah, I actually bought these quite a while ago, and there's some that I bought new, and then there's others that were actually second hand. I really can't remember which ones I bought new and which ones are second hand, but some of them are a mixture. So it's like the Faber-Castell, they're like the student range of the gelatos. They're called something else. I think they're called gel sticks. Whereas these ones are the artist grade or range. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put quite a bit of colour down on here. So then I can add to it if I need it. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, this is just like a cheap cutting mat thing. I think I got it from, it's probably from Amazon, because I do get quite a lot of things from Amazon. Yeah, this is by no means a tutorial. As I said, I've actually not done this before. I did like a little tiny test on one of the one of Kirby Roseanne's books, only because it's got the same paper, and it worked quite well. But as I said, it's in like a really, really small area. So yeah, right. I'm just gonna add to this, I think. Well, I did say I wanted to work on my painting skills. This definitely counts towards that. Yeah, I'm trying not to get in the frame. It is very, very close to my head, the camera. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing the tags. There's a couple of tags that I've done on my channel. Well, ever. But yeah, if any of you have got a tag that you think I might, or, you know, not necessarily your tag, but just a tag in general, please feel free to tag me in it, because I'd really, really like to do it. See, I have found this. Some colours are more soluble than others. So some of them dissolve better than others. The other thing I've noticed with these gelatos, and their very, very limited experience, that with water, I think you actually do need quite a bit of water to actually fully dissolve it. But as I said, some colours seem to dissolve better than others. Some of them don't seem to want to move very much. And I suppose because I'm going to be doing the bugs themselves quite dark, I suppose it doesn't matter too much if I do go into it, if I go over the lines, because they are going to be dark, you know, it will cover it over quite a bit. Yeah, that watermelon really did not want to play ball. I might, yeah, no, it's still dark. Right, I'm not going to make that same mistake. I'm not going to go over it. It was actually with distressing, so I did that, but yeah, I'm not going to go over it again. I'm just going to leave it to completely dry, and then this will just have to be, as I said, like the first coat or layer. So the Mars and the orange, which I think is called Supernova, they seem to want to move quite a lot, whereas the watermelon's a bit more stubborn. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this section here. Yeah, I really like this orange. You really don't have to work it. So, do you know what I should have done? I should have done this side first and got the hang of it, and then shown you a sped up version of me doing, oh no, sorry, the other way around. So I should have done this one first, not filmed it, and then done the other side on camera. But you want to see my first attempts. Well, I just think it's useful to see people's first attempts, because at the end of the day, we're all learning from each other, aren't we? Yeah, I'm so excited that Kay, from Colouring with Kay, was happy to do a buddy colour. And this is my first ever buddy colour. I've not done it before. So there was a few pages that I chose, and then yeah, we decided together on this one. It's quite good, this brush, actually, because it's one of the bigger sizes, but actually I am able to get into the little, well, some of the nooks and crannies. It really does look like a hot mess, but that's okay. That's okay. We're all friends here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that completely dry before I start messing around with it anymore. Because as I can see some speckling, particularly here. In fact, I think it's probably the yeah, I think it's actually the Mars, the red colour that I can see a lot of. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start applying it on this side. Now, I feel like I've got a blob of purple here, so I really need to try and balance it out a little bit. So I'm going to put some here. Wow, if this turns out really, really bad, you probably won't see this. In fact, no, you will see it, because I really do feel like, you know, it's better to learn from one another, and you can potentially learn from my mistakes, and sometimes they're happy mistakes, so go with it. Yeah, the Colour Cave, Jem from the Colour Cave was saying that this video, her video of her gelato video, she actually got the most views. It was like the most popular one, and that really doesn't surprise me because there isn't really that much with means of like, you know, actually learning how to use them. Or like, I know people use them in like card making and stuff, but with regards to colouring books, I've not really seen that many. Do you know what? I'm a bit put off by this watermelon. I'm thinking maybe to leave it out, as in like not use it. Things that I have used it there. If I just do a little bit over here, it might be one that I can maybe use my finger to apply it if needs be. I'm trying my best to avoid, because as far as I'm aware, these aren't exactly, they're not like, you can't just like, you know, erase it off. Let's get some yellow, I think. Oh, actually, that's a good way of doing it. So having only a little tiny bit up and then just using the edge of it. That seems to be working quite well to try and get into the little bits. So what I'm going to do now is, rather than doing the other half, because I'm just conscious of how long this video is going to be, I'm just going to take this. So I've got a bit of this, oh, I actually haven't got very much of this colour down, so I'm going to put a bit more onto this part, because it is dry. And just for the little... The other thing that I've not done before and that I could try out is just taking it off the actual stick itself. You can hear my son chatting away, bless him. Right, what I might do is I'm just going to go into the red. Ooh. I'm not going to clean my brush in between. I'm just conscious that, you know, I need it to blend, so it's not a bad thing for the colours to mix in together anyway. And then what I might do is I'll do the other side off camera, and I'll just do the same as what I've done so far, and then I will come back and show you what it looks like. Right, I am going to leave it there and I will be back. I'm just going to do the same again on the other side of the page, and then we will go back together and see how I've got on. I'll see you in a bit. So it's actually the following day now. Obviously I will be editing this, so you'll see it all together. But yeah, it was a bit of a, I was hoping to get it finished yesterday, but it just didn't happen. So I have experimented a little bit, and I have done this section here. I just wanted to see how it would work, and I got a bit carried away. So I did try these, and I will just show you. So there are some small little parts here that I can see that I've missed. So what I'm going to do is, I actually bought these. Now these are actually for, I think they're for like sculpting, like clay or something. But I thought I'd give it a go because, you know, I'm all about, you know, repurposing things if it fits. But to be honest, it's just too flimsy, and you can't really get much coverage on it really. I did try also this one. As you can see, it's got a bit of purple on it. I'll just make sure that that's come off. But yeah, you would need to use quite a lot of pressure, and to be honest, I think the foam would probably break. I'm not sure whether it is foam. It's just sort of like a rubbery, yeah, sort of like rubber. Yeah, I didn't really find this particularly helpful, particularly in the small little parts. So what I found was blending stumps work the best, in my opinion. There is actually a little, like a stiff sponge that comes with one of the gelato sets. I can't remember which one it was. And I haven't tried it on this, but because it's just so, there's just such small spaces, it doesn't really make sense to use it anyway. And I think really using my finger seems to work the best alongside using the stump. Yeah, it's taken me a lot longer than what I thought it was going to. I've gone over them quite a bit. I'm not too worried though. I'm sure I can try and erase some of that off. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue on this side so you can see what I'm doing. And I am just going to put them on dry where I can and then rub it out with the blending stump. I think the other thing that I found, because I'm working in smaller sections rather than doing the whole base coat, I think they do dry a bit, and as I said, some are more movable than others. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take some off the end. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see because I would like to add some dots and things, some white dots. I don't know whether you'll probably be able to see the black dots that the artist has put in. Right, so what I might do is I'm just going to do this part here. I'm just going to do the yellow on camera. They're just so fun to use, these. I think next time I will do it probably won't be a video, but I will do a page in is it called Cute and Creepy? I can't remember the lady's name, the artist's name should I say, but yeah, I would really like to do one in there because there's quite a few pages where there's quite a lot of blank space, so I wouldn't have to go round all of these little bits because this page is quite detailed. Just blend that out a bit. So what I'm going to do, I hope you can see that. So I've sort of smoothed that out. Yeah, so I'm just going to do the rest of the page and then I will come back and show you what it looks like. So this is how it's come out. I'm quite pleased with the colour, and I'm looking forward to completing this page. If you're interested, I'm happy to do a video on a couple of the bugs. Obviously you'll see my completed page at the end of the month, but if I've got enough interest, then I can definitely do that. I am still thinking that I want them to be quite dark. I'm not sure whether you're going to be able to see, but it is actually shimmery. If I just turn you can sort of see, if I just turn this light on, does that make any difference? A little bit. Yeah, so I really like the effect. I'm not sure how I'm gonna fix it yet. Obviously I do need to do the rest of the page, and it might be that a few things get smudged as I'm resting my arm on it, but I'll see how I get on. But yeah, so this was really fun to do, and I will be working with the gelatos a lot more, I hope. So thank you very much for watching. If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comments. I really appreciate it if you could like this video and also consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks guys, bye.